What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy MrBaboon back with another reaction video. This time we are reacting to top 10 worst TV cartoon parents. So we're gonna react to this. I'm excited. It's by Watch Mojo. We'll have the channel and the video down below in the description if you guys want to check it out. You guys can. I think with that being said, I'm just going to jump right into it. Like the video, right? And then full screen, and then hit play.
Every child deserves a parent, but even in cartoons, not every parent deserves a child. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 worst television cartoon parents.
Kids, you tried your best, and you failed miserably. The lesson is, never try.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at some of the most neglectful, abusive, controlling, and just plain idiotic parents on the small screen, and the negative influence they've had on their children. We're limiting it to cases where both parents are horrible at their jobs, since we've already done lists for both cartoon moms and dads.
Yeah.
Number 10, Jerry and
that.
Beth Smith, Rick and Morty.
Did I react to those? I'm pretty sure I did. Pretty sure I did.
Two are already a mess as a couple. Unfortunately, that plays a part in their parenting skills as well.
You thought about getting an abortion?
Everyone thinks about it, obviously. I'm the version of me that didn't do it, so you're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Beth barely has a maternal bone in her body. While she does care about her kids, she acts incredibly cold and distant from them.
Oh my god, are you drunk?
What are you, my wife coach?
You're what?
Jerry cares very much for his children, although he's an insecure, selfish coward who rarely, if at all, takes responsibility for his own shortcomings.
Beth, it's him or me.
Seems like you guys need some privacy.
A majority of these dysfunctions can be traced back to Beth's father, Rick, whose toxic, sociopathic tendencies manipulate Beth, make Jerry look even more pitiful, and trap the kids in the middle of the family's chaos. Number 9, Nicole and Richard Watterson, The Amazing World of Gumball. Nicole and Richard have a very touching love story. However, their parenting skills leave a lot to be desired. While Richard means well, he's dim-witted, lazy, and acts more like an oversized child than an adult. Nicole cares very much for her family, but she can be overly competitive, thanks to pressure from her own terrible parents, and has a violent temper when pushed too far.
But I got straight A's.
Not here. Gender.
Yeah, F because I'm female.
Being a girl is not an excuse.
Neither one is a perfect role model, as they will frequently compete with their children for who is the best or who has it worse. In fact, their kids, especially Gumball, cause mass destruction and chaos on an almost daily basis.
How do you set fire to a swimming pool?
So, directly or indirectly, they're responsible for all the madness.
Who did
this? Is so long.
It was him!
Number 8, Yancey Fry Sr. and
Yeah, I mean, like, really looking at it and stuff. I mean, obviously they are, you know what I mean? Bro. I can't wait to get a haircut. I never actually thought about that. A Gumball and... What was his brother's name? I can't think of it. But, yeah, no, I never actually, like, thought about that. Like, them being, like, not the best kind of parents. You know what I mean? Never crossed my mind.
Sherry Fry, Futurama. When Fry was cryogenic...
Now, this, I can't really speak of. Never really watched Futurama. Never really got into it. So I can't really speak about this.
Technically frozen and awoken in the future, he left behind a rather dysfunctional family, a jealous older brother, and 2 less than perfect parents. His dad, Yancey Sr., was a war veteran and a conspiracy nut, usually unsupportive of Fry and generally too hard on him at times.
You home from school, you traitor?
I fell through the ice. Cut me some slack.
Fry's mom, Sherry, paid more attention to her sports games than her son, even during the day he was born.
Hey, keep it down, it's the 9th inning.
Here's the 0-2 pitch to Cranepool. He's taking all the way for a called strike 3.
What's sad is that once Fry disappeared, these two barely even looked for him.
Maybe he can lead us to Philip. Should we follow him? To our deaths? Negatory.
Despite how they treated him, they really did love him. And if Fry could see them one more time, he'd make the most of it. Number 7, Harold and Gladys, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. We all know Billy has mental issues, but did you ever wonder where he got them?
Damn, I have never actually thought about that neither, bro. What? I have never thought about this one neither. Yeah, no, I never thought about
Harold is a dim-witted, jobless
It's
man
also
who
been a
shares
while
his
since I
son's
watched
looks
it.
and single-digit IQ. He had a more intelligent side in the early seasons, but his brain power only went south from there.
What that boy needs is focus.
So what do you propose to do about it?
About what?
The focus problem.
He's also afraid of Santa Claus and his own wife. Speaking of which, Gladys is a loving, overprotective mother and wife, but she is completely off her rocker and easily resorts to violence when crossed.
When I say dinner time, I mean dinner time!
She also has a deep hatred of Grimm after one bad experience. Sad to say, but Billy inherited the worst from these two: Harold's stupidity and Gladys's mental instability. Number
You
want to play? Let's play. I know how to make an entrance.
Number 6,
Yeah, I never
Stan
actually thought
and
about
Francine
this.
Smith, American Dad. An extreme CIA agent and a nagging housewife. Sounds like the perfect recipe for disaster in parenting.
Now give me your lunch!
Stop! Get off me!
Yeah, that's what your mom said last night.
Stan tries to mold Steve into his ideal son, usually by berating his geeky lifestyle, while constantly butting heads with Haley because of their opposing political views.
Oh, hi, I'm Stan Smith. I think it's cool to trick my daughter. Who cares if it scars her for life?
Francine started out more accepting of her children, but she tries desperately to keep Steve as her mama's boy no matter what it takes.
I'm all you have. What? Well, no girl will ever love you as much as Mommy.
And would only grow to be as selfish and mean as her husband. Together, they try to raise their kids by what's right for them, not by what's good for Steve and Haley. It wouldn't surprise us if their controlling attitude drove one of them away. Again. Number 5, Dr. Heinz and Mrs. Charlene Doofenshmirtz, Phineas and Ferb.
Never thought
Heinz
about that
Doofenshmirtz
neither.
hopes to one day rule the tri-state area. But a lot of his evilness may stem from how poor his childhood was.
From a tender age, my father decided that it would be me.
Thanks in part to his parents.
Yeah, no, one day, I think, me and somebody, I don't remember who I was talking to. But yeah, no, we did say, yeah, no, his parents are all pretty shitty as well. Now, so far on the list, we got, we got these guys, right? Obviously. We got Stan, Francine, all of these guys. But which one's the worst out of these? I don't know.
For starters, they show more favoritism towards his younger brother and their dog. Along with that, they never let poor Heinz do any normal kid activities, disowning him at one point, and they didn't even show up the day he was born. Yeah, we're not sure how that works either.
Yeah,
hello, boys and... awkward.
While it's mostly for laughs, after a certain point, it just becomes depressing. Thankfully, he didn't inherit their neglectful parenting, and actually tries to be a good father for his own daughter Vanessa, whom he shares custody of with his ex-wife Charlene.
Maybe you're not so bad at dad after all.
Number 4, Stephen and Linda Stotch, South Park.
Yeah, no.
Let's be real. The parents of South Park would take up more than half this list.
Yes.
A majority of them are either more childish than their kids, complete idiots, or both. So for now, we will settle for the parents that are all that and needlessly cruel. Butter's parents.
That's right! If you keep putting food back under the wrong letter, it all goes wrong!
Steven says he does what's best for his son, and yet he grounds Butters for the pettiest reasons.
He does.
Linda
It's like,
acts
what?
nicer to Butters, but one mental breakdown could lead her to nearly killing her only child.
It's okay, baby. Mommy will be with you very soon.
The fact that they can punish their son for literally anything doesn't
I
help with his
remember that episode.
anxiety,
I was like,
but
what
it
the
does make
fuck?
it more cathartic when he finally fights back.
I know that. What do you...
This is for all the times I got grounded.
Oh!
Number 3, Robert, Big Bob, and Miriam Pataki, Hey Arnold. We all know Helga can be abrasive, rude, and a little dramatic, but most of the blame comes from her home life. More specifically, her family. Miriam mostly mopes around the house, usually passed out after drinking one too many alcoholic smoothies. Big Bob is a self-serving, short-tempered salesman who cares more about his beeper empire than his wife, only giving attention to Helga when a contest is on the line.
I can't believe it. He didn't think I could do it on my own.
Both parents show favoritism towards their oldest, overachieving, perfect daughter, Olga, so much so that they'll forget Helga's name, or that she even exists.
Oh, not now, Helga. I'm too worried about your sister.
That kind of neglect left Helga feeling alone and unloved, until a certain football head came around.
Sorry, Helga.
Arnold!
Number 2, Peter and Lois Griffin, Family Guy. We doubt these two know anything about good old-fashioned values, considering what horrible parents they are.
Look at Stewie! Peter, you took him out without any sunscreen?
Maybe.
Lois usually tries to be a decent mother, but most of the time she acts uncaring and often cruel towards her own children.
Here's a Sylvia Plath book and a bottle of Ambien. I'm gonna look the other way and whatever happens, happens.
She'll even act better than them despite her own misdeeds. It's no wonder Stewie's tried to kill her in the past.
Dad, what's wrong with you?
Peter is even worse. He'll take advantage of his kids, physically and mentally abusing them.
So how was work today, Meg?
Especially Meg, and even admits that he hates being around them.
Yeah, Dad, what did you mean?
Don't you like us?
Yeah, what gives? Well, oh, come on, I didn't mean that. I was just joking around.
While the early days have Lois and Peter trying to be good parents, now it feels like they couldn't care less what happens to their children. Number 1, Mr. and Mrs. Turner, the Fairly Odd Parents. You ever wonder why Timmy Turner needs fairy godparents? Because his real parents are barely ever there when he needs them.
We're going to the movies!
All right!
Not we're, as in all of us. We're, as in your mom and I.
What?
You're not old enough for this movie, and we're not taking you!
Both Mr. and Mrs. Turner are complete nitwits, with Mrs. Turner slightly more intelligent than her husband, and the show does not even attempt to hide it.
He says he's Timmy!
That's creepy. And inaccurate. We know that Timmy was taken to school by his loving babysitter, Vicky.
While they say they love Timmy, the two show favoritism towards others above their own son. And they barely try to spend time with him, unless it's inconvenient to him. Worst of all, they leave the house every day to go somewhere stupid, handing Timmy over to the world's worst babysitter, who physically and mentally abuses him regularly. And they're completely oblivious. Or do not even care.
Look at that big orange basketball-shaped head of his sleeping. Good night, Timmy.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from watching.
They definitely some shitty fucking parents. Like everyone on this fucking list are definitely shitty parents. Like, I mean, for the longest time I didn't think about them, but I mean, like, when you really look at it, they are also definitely on this list for a reason. You know what I mean? Obviously, they're on this list for a reason. I didn't even think about it, but I mean, when you really think about it and like really look at it and shit, it does make sense for them to be on this fucking list as well. Like, I mean, everyone on this damn list deserves to be on this fucking top 10 worst TV cartoon parents list. You know what I mean? All of them deserve to be on this damn list. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are. Like I said, down below there will be the video and the channel link down below in the description if you guys want to watch the video. Go check out the channel for you guys to sell if you guys can. That is going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. I will see you guys in the next one. Positivity is key, motivation is key, happiness is key, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys in the next one. You guys watch out for each other. I'll see you guys in the next video.